Instagram Live. Introducing that to the package. I love it. I'm delighted to welcome you all to another insightful edition of the Mortgage Minute Realtor Rant, brought to you by Excel Man Ruben Venegas, your neighborhood realtor and senior loan specialist. On today's episode, we're going to delve into two critical home aspects of the home buying process: pre-qualification versus pre-approval, and understanding the nuisance of both that can make it a significant difference in your journey to the home buying process. Secondly, we will also explore the fantastic world of the 3Ds of selling that are revealed as valuable strategies and tips on my book to enhance your selling experience. I'm excited to share the latest market updates and real estate news to empower you to make informed decisions in this dynamic industry. My mission is to provide you with expert guidance and support every step of the way. So stay tuned for exclusive insights, and let's get to it. So I want to clarify the critical aspect of the mortgage loan application that can often be very confusing. The distinction between being pre-qualified and pre-approved. This disparity between the two is significant and can substantially impact your road toward securing a home loan. When you're pre-qualified, it's usually a 10-minute conversation over the phone where they assess your basic financial situation, asking you questions like work history, residential status, citizenship, credit scores, and other pertinent details that are usually discussed. However, it is essential that you understand that it does not carry the same weight as a pre-approval. Now, on the other hand, a pre-approval, it's that next step up. It necessitates a submission of a comprehensive package application that is reviewed and potentially underwritten by your lender. It is sent through a system that determines the eligibility of your loan by entities like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and this is a critical step as you determine whether your loan meets the criteria for it to be sold on the secondary market, which is a significant milestone in the mortgage loan approval process. So illustrating this distinguishment between being pre-qualified and pre-approval, I'd like to share a compelling story about a specific customer that showed the impact of just how difficult it can make your transaction actually. So this client, actually a friend of mine, gave me a call and said, "Hey, I need you to help my buddy out. He is caught up in a situation." So then I said, "Sure, have him give me a call." We discussed, he called me, we discussed his situation in detail. Basically, he said, "Look, I'm in the middle of purchasing my property and they can't seem to get my loan approved." I said, "What seems to be the issue with the loan?" He said, "The loan officer is saying that my debt to income ratio is not qualifying, and I can't move forward. They won't get me a full approval." I said, "All right, well, get me the package." He's all, "But on a second situation, I'm up against the clock because he was living in his home and he had already sold it. So he sold the home and he was doing a seller rent back, seller in possession. So then he had to move out that Friday. I think it was like a Tuesday. So at 3 days before he moved out, he was moving into a hotel, which caused a very stressful situation for him and his family. And I got the file. Within a matter of an hour and a half, I determined that the pre-qualification process that he had applied for was faulty and fraud. fraudulent, very, he didn't qualify. And so then I took the file, I restructured it, creative financing. I had him pay off certain items. We worked on reducing the payments on other items so that we can get his DTI to a qualifying position. And we were able to secure a property, his property, maintain the same property that he had a contract on, and be able to purchase that. So I hope that I trust. Actually, I got another good story for you. So this weekend, I was shopping for properties with a client, and we saw a house that the couple loved. They wanted to talk about putting in an offer. The agent, who was out of town, was actually, he's an out of town agent. He was there present, kind of opened the doors, because some of these out of town agents, they don't have lock boxes, and they don't want to pay for their membership at the SAC, Association of Realtors. So without a lockbox, they have to come and open the door for you. So she was sitting in the driveway. I talked to her and said, hey, my clients are interested in submitting an offer. Let's go ahead and set this up. What is it going to take with the seller? While I was talking to the agent about my clients being fully pre-approved, another agent showing the property stepped in and said, hey, my client likes the house too. We're going to probably submit an offer too. I asked, I said, nice. Your client's pre-approved as well. She said, they did a pre-qualification online. So I asked, so have they been vetted? Are all their documents present? The client in that moment said, actually, we haven't done that yet. We need to meet with our loan officer. So then I went back home, submitted my offer, and sure enough, we got the contract. She could clearly tell that we were prepared, ready to go, while the other client was pre-qualified. And it's great to get pre-qualified. That's the initial stage of this, right? But you want to make sure when you're out showing homes as an agent, and when you're out as a buyer, you're looking at properties, you want to make sure that you actually qualify for that home. So I trust that this clarifies the nuisance of investigating the difference between pre-qualification and pre-approval on a mortgage loan application, and that you understand the severity and impact that it can create on your road to home ownership. Awesome. So, secondly, as you prepare yourself to put your house on the market, I would like to emphasize the strategies of staging and how significant staging your home is, so that you can create an environment where the buyer sees themselves living in the home, not living in your home. So there's a huge difference there. In my book, Selling Secrets, we talk about the strategies and the essential difference between displaying and showcasing the actual features of the property versus featuring your personal items. So, number one, depersonalizing the space, removing personal items like photos, trophies, collectibles, and other memorabilia can help the buyers focus on the features of the home and not have so many distractions from, looking at your artifacts. I know a lot of these items have sentimental value and are important to you, but it's important that you recognize that not all buyers are going to feel the same way or appreciate your items in that way. To create a neutral, inviting atmosphere, consider putting your treasures into a storage unit while your property sells. So following these strategies and tips in my book can help you enhance the appeal to home buyers and create a broader range of potential buyers and increase the likelihood of a successful sale. So, number two, declutter. Declutter your property, especially if you want to sell. Streamline the living space. Create get rid of unnecessary items like extra furniture, books, magazines, CD collections, hobby supplies. Not only will it make your space more spacious, it'll also minimize visual distractions for each room. Honestly, I recommend that you create a detailed, itemized list of every room and systematically declutter and organize each one of them. The last D, and probably the most important, deep cleaning. Oh my God, deep cleaning. And the name of the game is spotless. A spotless, well-maintained property can leave a very lasting impression on a buyer. It'll also create an overall appeal. So remember that storage space is invaluable to buyers. So make sure that your cabinets, that your pantries, and that your closets are efficiently organized and decluttered, like I said. So with that being said, consider hiring a deep cleaning service to give your home that polished finish, and it separates it from the rest of the competition. So now that you got your 3Ds are complete, the home is meticulously staged and it's ready to be showcased. So tune in next time as we delve into the intricacies of marketing your property to efficiently maximize the value of it on the market. If you are looking for expert advice in navigating the complexities of selling your home, I suggest that you contact your local professional who can create a specific situation for your case and help you ensure a successful sale in this market. I'm Excelman Ruben Venegas, and I look forward to helping you. This was the Realtor Rant. Till next time.